My name's Amanda, and I'm the vicar at Redeemer Lutheran Church. And tonight we have bedtime Bible stories, and I would love to share a story with you. We're reading out of the Spark Story Bible, and we're on page 38. If you have your Spark Story Bible, you can follow along. Tonight, the story is about Rebecca and Isaac. God kept the promise to Abraham that he would have many children. God promised that Abraham's son, Isaac, would have lots of children. When Abraham was very old, he asked his servant to help find a wife for Isaac. The servant needed to go to a place where the people believed in God. So he went on a long, long journey to the town where Abraham grew up. When he got to the town, the servant knew that he needed to find the woman who would be Isaac's wife. But he didn't know how to find her. He prayed to God for help. He said, "God, I will go to the well in this town and ask a woman for a drink. If she gives me a drink of water and offers to get a drink for my camels, then I will know that she is the right one." The servant waited patiently by the well. In the evening, a beautiful woman came to fill her jars with water. The servant asked her for a drink, and Rebecca replied, "Sir, here is a drink for you. Let me also get some water for your camels." Rebecca showed wonderful kindness, and the servant believed God heard his prayer. "God sent a very long way to find you," he told her. "God has a plan for you to marry a man named Isaac. God has promised that you and Isaac will have many, many children." "I have always wanted to have a big family," Rebecca said with a smile. "I know that God keeps promises. I will marry Isaac." After Isaac and Rebecca got married, Isaac prayed for children. Isaac and Rebekah had twin boys and named them Esau and Jacob. Isaac's children were Abraham's grandchildren, just like God had promised. So tonight we have another story about how God makes promises and how God keeps God's promises. And the story about Abraham and Abraham's son Isaac and Isaac's children Jacob and Esau. That's all part of the blessings that God is doing through Abraham's family. And you know what? We're part of that blessing too. We're part of God's family. And we're part of the way that God blesses the world. And so when we think about Abraham and we think about their family, we can think about other people in the Bible like King David and Jesus and Mary and Joseph and all of Jesus' friends. And we're part of that story too. It's a wonderful story to be a part of. Thanks so much for being with us tonight, and I hope that each and every day you remember that you are a loved child of God.